Well, Chit Chat Kit Tats, I hope everyone's doing well today. Oh my goodness, it looks like we're going to have a nice day out here today. It's, starting to warm up. We're coming up into the 70s now. But today, unfortunately, I have to make the trip down to the military base again down in El Paso to pick up my thyroid medication. They don't ship it out. You've got to go down and pick it up. And I've got 2 pills left, so I've got to go pedal my way down there and pick that up this morning. So I will be offline for a while today. But as soon as I get back, I'll go through and see what's going on YouTube and what there is to read on, etc. Now, don't forget tomorrow is Hogalee time again, and it will just be Hogarth and myself again tomorrow because Lena is still, I think, somewhere in the U.S. now. I don't know whether, I think she was going to Portland and New York, and then New York. So, I'm not sure exactly where she is in her travels, but somewhere wandering around here in the U.S. And so I hope she's having a good time on her travels. But we will see her again, I think, next week. So definitely don't miss that. And then coming up Sunday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I will be reading with Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. We're going to have a caftan day. So tune in for that to Sunday, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So, that's coming up. So Saturday we'll be with Hogarth, and then Sunday I will be with Sherry from Voices from the Swamp, and we'll see you then. I will be back on today as soon as I get back from my trip down to El Paso again. Unfortunately, the military base is quite a ways out there, and I have no option but having to go out there to pick up that medication. So I will be headed down there today. Joy of joys. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. As you can hear, my voice is getting a bit better. It's still, I still have that weakness. I can still feel it's a bit of a strain to talk. It's not painful. It's just, you can feel the muscles in there are weak. And so they get strained quite easily. I still have absolutely no singing voice at all. I don't know, if that will come back. One thing I heard which was really distressing was that, what's her name? English singer, one that did Victor Victoria. Like I said, I'm horrible with names. But she went in and had to have surgery. Her top register never came back of her singing. Now, we had a very similar register in singing. So whether mine will ever come back or not fully, I don't know. But so far, it's not come back at all. Nothing. I think I will probably get some back, but whether I, like her, am missing my top register, that could be a potentiality. I'm hoping not. But yeah, if it could happen to her, it could happen here as well. So I'm hoping that it all comes back, but I have to accept the possibility that that may be done. Okay? Oh my God. Why can't I remember her name? It is so frustrating. I have never been good with names. Like I said, I'm lucky if I remember my own. That's how bad I am with names. Faces, yeah, I could see the face, I could, but name, oh, Julie Andrews. Okay, thank you, it just popped in. Julie Andrews. We have very similar registers in singing, but like I said, she went through a throat surgery. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was a thyroidectomy, but I think it was as well. And she never got her top register back. Now that's something I just recently found out after my surgery, of course. As I'm waiting and hoping my voice returns. I don't mind this lower voice register. That's quite fine. It just is weird when you're talking and your voice has become lowered and you hear yourself talking, and it's so odd. It's like there was one guy on there and he says, I don't know whose voice this is, but it's not mine. So there is that change. It does seem to be coming back. But like I said, at this point, it's, and I'm out now. Tomorrow will be a month exactly. I had my total thyroidectomy March 30th. And so a couple days I will be a month out from the surgery. Now my scar here, this is healing up quite well. I'm pleased with how it's healing up. Still a lot to go, okay? I still have lumps and bumps in there, but those will eventually disappear. So that I'm pleased with. But the fact that the voice is still weak, it's a bit of a strain when you're talking because I don't know why your muscles stay so weak for so long, but they do. And how long it takes for it to come back, I have no idea. I'm just in the process and try to put this out there for anybody that may be potentially going through a thyroidectomy. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I get up. They've got me on the synthetic thyroid medication, but like I said, I do supplement it myself with the Thyroxine because this has the T3 in it as well. It's made from the sheep thyroid, okay, desiccated. So it's more the natural thyroid type medication. So I do add that to mine, and I think that's going well. Now, like I said, the other day I went to see one of the doctors because I don't know of those that remember, but my iron level was really low. It was 2.4. So that's really, really low. It's supposed to be in the high 20s, okay? Mine was 2.4, so I had to go in and get iron infusions. And they were trying to figure out why my iron was so low. And so anyway, I was talking with the doctor and talking to him, and he asked about the thyroidectomy. And I told him that I'm an ass to be put on Armor, which is the one, it's made from it's made from pig thyroid. Yeah, oinker thyroids. Piggy. but it's got the T3 in it. And he said, well, the synthetic should be fine. I said, but I had a total thyroidectomy. And don't you have to have a thyroid in place for it to convert to T3? And he said, you're right, you know. So, you know, I'm going to talk with my doctor when I have my appointment with the endocrinologist again. He's the only one that can change that medication that I'm on. But the first thing before I went to have my surgery done, my first appointment with that endocrinologist, I asked specifically if I could possibly be changed to Armor, if he would do a prescription for Armor, and he said he would. So I made sure of that going in because I knew I had done research and I knew they were doing a total thyroidectomy. And so I wanted to, you know, make sure I didn't have a complication, because some of the endocrinologists absolutely will not write a prescription for the Armor, okay? They're really old school, and their thinking is, well, you've got the T14 and that's all you need. Well, that's not true if you have no thyroid at all. Now, if they do a partial thyroidectomy, you're fine with it because you still have some thyroid that can convert it. But if you have either the total thyroidectomy, or if they have done, what do they call it, radial something, and it just totally destroys the thyroid, it's the same thing as taking it totally out, then you're going to need to have something with the T3 in it. And they do have Armor. It's going to cost more, but it does have what you need, because that's why people wind up gaining a lot of weight, because the T3 helps to regulate your weight, etc. So important. And since I didn't want to be gaining weight, because when they take the thyroid out, easy to gain 20, 30 pounds like that, okay, because you no longer have something to regulate the weight. So that's one thing that I was really, really concerned about, because you gain the weight, and then if you have diabetes, again, you have more difficulties with that again. So all of these things are just intermeshed. And like I was saying, my iron levels now are good. I'm processing iron, but I think that is really due in part to I stopped having seed oils, I don't do sugar, and I'm doing the carnivore. And so I'm actually starting to process iron in the right way. And it looks like I'm not going to have to go for the iron infusions any longer. But I think part of it was the seed oils and stuff. They caused so much difficulties, and it was keeping me from absorbing any iron. Okay, so yeah. So that's where that's at. Anyway, enough of the medical drama stuff. So I'm going to get ready to go and head out, go down, pick up that medication, and come back, and then we'll continue onward from there. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.